your VFR doesn't even open. I've had that. Sorry, I've had that before, where the VFR map doesn't open, and I've had to go to the hotbar to do it. But sometimes if I've had like an ultra wide screen, and then I put it on a different monitor, it's actually there, but it's off the screen. So just make your window wider, and you might be able to find it again. You can use the ATC window for that too. Oh, that's a good tip. So you can open the ATC window and resize it, and that'll fix it. Oh, it looks like we're going to be in for a fun afternoon then, right? The worst thing is if the sim crashes while you're in on R. I've signed in as Air Squirrel, and I've taken a job, which is that one, Event Logistics, which looks a little bit fun. But since I'm in the King Air and the altitude hole's broken, fun might take on a whole new meaning. Good morning, PC Tech. So what I thought, because the reason I took this job, apart from it being like 120 grand, the reason I took this job because I was thinking to myself, you know what, we could fly from, we're here in KFNT, we could fly down to KTYQ, pick up that stuff, which is this one here, and then we could fly to CASW, pick up that stuff, and then we could fly to Quebec and pick up that stuff, and then haul all of this over and drop it off, and then make one final run. So basically, it's like 2 long trips and a couple of short ones, and we get 120 grand. Try to use the vertical speed. As in what? As a fix for altitude hold or something else? Are you saying if you put it in V speed 0, it'll stay stable, or? Don't take anything to KTHA, by the way. Okay. On Mailbox, flights must map to heliports. Oh my god. Where's KTHA? Keep it in the middle and it will stay stable. Okay. We'll give it a go. Andy JR, much love. Thank you as always. Thank you for 44 months, Andy. Yeah, so go V speed 0 instead of altitude hold. Alright, we'll try that. We shall try that. I'm about to make a mistake today. I'm feeling very rusty. It's south of you near KBNA where you started. Alright, that's 400 miles south, so... Okay. I'll try and remember not to go there. You was losing money when you realised you're picking up the wrong jobs. Now you pick jobs that have a 10-to-1 ratio of distance versus payout. Interesting. Mistakes make you human. Yeah, but I'm a squirrel in a human outfit. You should know that. I'm trying to work out whether to go... I reckon we can get away with +1 hour, because just looking at how light it is out there, I reckon I'll knock this down to... Wait, what? Okay, I'm sure that was on 2. Save. We'll go +1 hour on that. I need to refuel as well. Thinking about this, we're going to go to these 3 places, which means we don't go to FLD. So 3,600, about 4,000 pounds of stuff, payload in total, when we're flying back that way, is what we need to have. Have you gotten used to the X-Wing? Hey, at least my track IR works in this. You've not had an issue with altitude holding the King Air. I think some bugs only appear depending on how you start your aircraft. Okay, that's interesting. Right, let's go to the flight page and get set up here, because there's not much fuel in, so we need to chuck some stuff. So I need 4,600 pounds of payload. That's plenty for what we have. Let's put that on. How much is fuel? Wow, 740. Don't think so. Excuse me. $5 a gallon. That is really good value. Tatara Bridge in New Japan needs an update to fix this as a road underneath it. I'm not actually that bothered about scenery glitches like that, ED. Like, they don't bother me. You know, if I fly past and see a sinkhole or a bit of something sticking out or a bridge in the wrong... I don't really care. I do care about the planes. I care about live weather, and I care about the planes being buggy. Or the sim crashing. They're the things that I really care about. Wait, why are the passengers here? Oh, we've got to take these as well. Okay, that could get interesting. Gross weight. Okay, we should be fine. Can you get me a coffee as well, firefighter, please? Thank you. I need to be careful not to take on too much fuel. Payload 1,100 maximum. Alright, we've got about 4,000 pounds of leeway there. I think we're good. Once you take off and head north, I'll go out backyard and look up for you. I'm not going to be going north, though. I'm going to be going south. My plan is to go south down to, I think it's KTYQ, is it? That was the first part of the job. I need to go back now because I've forgotten. Yeah, we're going to go... So we're currently here at FNT. Instead of taking those boys in, we're going to go fly south, pick up this stuff, and this stuff, and then fly back. That's going to be the plan. So we'll put that on 70% fuel, which gives us about... Is that 4,500 pounds? By the time we get there, yeah, we should be about right with that. We'll take advantage of the cheap fuel. Load those. Actually, no. 3,500. Are we going to burn 1,000 pounds of fuel? Probably. Yeah, you can go outside and wave, but I'll be going the other way. Is it possible to overload the plane? No, because this goes red when you try and go above the gross weight. It won't let you go and fly, basically. FSC's deleted your DA42. Really? Did you not pay the bills, maybe? You cannot start a flight from the VA. God's sake. Hang on. Pending jobs. VA job in green. That one, please. %. It keeps resetting this. Did you see how sneaky that is? It loads the passengers in, it sets my fuel back, but it keeps resetting that, trying to get me to pay more. You've been to TYQ Workup before. I look forward to seeing it in the sim. Nice. I've not been there, I don't think. Right, we're underweight. We've got the fuel. We've got the passengers. Let's go flying. Mr. Timor, thank you for the Prime 9 months, sir. Right, KTYQ is where we're going. Wait, did that load the passengers and the fuel? Because I didn't see it load it. That seemed to have happened instantly. I'm kind of worried now. Did I just do something wrong? You just told Steam to check the file integrity of Microsoft Flight Sim and it deleted the whole 95 gig install. Holy smoke, dude. That's not fun. Executives 5. I am concerned. Dave, how you doing? Paul forgot to take his Wookiee mask off from yesterday's Star Wars stream. Dave. I'll find it. If I need to get a shave, Dave, you need to get a comb. That's all I'm saying. Oh, yeah. Good day from Australia. Good day, sir. Enjoying the Microsoft Flight Vims. Keep up the great work, Cowley. Thank you, sir. Hope you're well. Guys, I am concerned that that did not load anything, because normally you have to wait for stuff to load. It says cargo £0, charters 5 passengers. So it kind of looks like I have. Abort and restart then. You couldn't tune in last night. How did you find Squadrons? It's a fun game. Like, the Star Wars setting is pretty good. You know, it feels like Star Wars. Like, everything's pretty authentic in that respect. Some of the missions on Veteran are very difficult. And combat can be so chaotic. But it is a lot of fun. Didn't you load the plane in VA? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to YOLO it. Oh, look at the sky. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it on 0 offset. I'm going to leave it on 0 offset because it looks amazing out there. Right, start. What? What? I just put it on 0. Scumbag game. Come on. Oh my god. How? Why? Game Plus.
Engaging autopilot.
Right, set the barrow. We need to get our flight plan in. It's abort and restart. Why? Why? Where's the fuel gauges? We got 70. We got 70% fuel, right? Which is about right. That's what we're expecting. So I think it's loaded. Because the date time was set on the page already. Okay. If I abort this, can I just redo it? Let's try this. Abort the flight.
Flight aborted by user.
Flight aborted, right. Global settings. Keeps putting this on 2. Okay, that's definitely on 0 now. Pending jobs. Aircraft, fly. Passengers 70%. Trying to overcharge me again. Confirm and go and fly. Passengers loaded. No cargo. Destination set. Go to flight tracking. Start tracking. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. That looks a bit better. Blimey. Live weather lifetime. Get in.
Engaging autopilot.
God, that's a nice colour. Going to Indianapolis, might see the Speedway. Hopefully. What are you doing here? Flight plan. Active flight plan. Origin is KFNT. Destination KTYQ.
System test. Okay.
I forgot about that. I do like that. Right, we'll add an en route waypoint of QB. which is 24 nautical miles to the south. This is a route that 4Flight came up with, which was a turboprop route that's been flown a few times, so I thought we'd just go with that. LFD. Doesn't like LFD. Interesting. Oh, it does like LFD. Let's put it in. 215. Yeah, that looks about right. So if we look at the flight plan here, that's roughly what it should look like, according to 4Flight. Hop on the stream and you're flying to my home city. Nice. Is that where you live, KTYQ? You want that voice when you start your car? I know, right? I want my car to say that as well. Just be like, car system test. Okay. Okay, route points. It's all done. Hypnofalcon, 57 months, not long ago, in a galaxy not so far away. Thank you for the tier 3 support, though. 57 months, Hypnofalcon. Let's see, procedures. I think we've got... We'll do the procedures en route, actually. I think we can do an RNAV approach. But for now, we'll just get rid of that. So I haven't worked out which runway we want to go out on. Weather... Runway 27, apparently. Winds at 310. So 250 at 3 knots. So runway 27 is the one we want. Hypnofalcon! Star Wars. Starflight Sim Wars. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's put some lasers on this thing. Okay, runway 27. We've got our flight plan. Okay, good to go there. We're going to cruise at about flight level 190, I think. Do that. We're going to be going into... Let's get the flight director on nav mode. We're going to find out if altitude's broken or not. That's going to be very interesting. Anything else broken on the King Air today? Anything else that you'd know about? Good morning if you're just joining. Half bank mode will turn on. Let's get the heading bug set for 27. Remember to fasten your seatbelt. Mr. Moorcroft, thank you for almost a year. FMS mode, flight level change. What was the climb out speed again? Trying to remember what our climb out speed was. Right, now I've got to remember how to start this thing. Let's see, beacon light can go on. Condition levers fully forward and then pulled back. Prop lever fully forward. Throttle all the way back. And then, let's see. We want engine start.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Squadrons is fun. If you love Star Wars, then it's enjoyable. The campaign looks like it's going to be a really enjoyable playthrough. Multiplayer, didn't try the fleet battles, not tried VR. I think it's like a lot of AAA games. After a few weeks, like the multiplayer longevity is always put into question. But, you know, it's a fun game for what it is. Please place your seatbelts back up. All bags at this time must be stowed away and locked as follows in attack position. Oh, wow. We're really going for it then. I've done something wrong. I know I have. That should have come off. Something else should have gone on and I can't remember what. Because I don't think that's fully started. You're looking forward to flying the bigger planes? So am I. Okay, I never actually touched that, but never mind. New graphics. Yep, I'm basically transitioning my overlay stuff over. So we're going to lose some things and gain other things. What do I think of the honeycomb yoke? I like it. It's a good yoke. That's pitot heats are on. Cool, got 2 running engines. Where's the lights in this thing? Can't see a blinking thing. Master panel light on. There we go, that helps a lot. Directs, floodlights. There we go. That's a bit better. Let's get track IR running.
Welcome back, Mata.
There we go. He says pressing the wrong button. Use the honeycomb yoke as well. You think it's very good? It is one of the better yokes out there for sure. Right, tax lights coming on. That should be on both. Have I forgotten anything? That's the question. Okay, taxi to the right, runway 27. Zoom that out so we can see what we're doing. Okay, I think we're good to go. This didn't fix the hitboxes on this thing, that's for sure. What's with the air bridges? I have no idea, dude. I have genuinely no idea what is going on with it. I don't know. They're just spares, I think. They're just missing the building. Okay, parking brake released. Mr. Richie3393, thank you very much for subbing with Prime. Welcome to the NetHouse, sir. Uh, 2 units of 20 for all of Canada. What do you mean, Domsky? What does that mean? Does this mean you're flying squirrel now instead of the regular squirrel? Yeah. Yeah. We're not pew pew squirrel today, we're a flying squirrel. Oh, I see what you mean for the yoke. Oh my god. You've not got much chance of getting hold of one then. Exclamation mark apply, Joshua. Don't forget to arm the auto feather. Arm the auto feather. Where is that, actually? I don't know where that is. Impious. Where's the switch for that, then? Let's just hold up here a second. Now,
Oral warning, okay.
switches behind the yoke to the left. Engine auto ignition. Should they be on? They sound like they should be on. Auto ignition armed. Anti-ice we don't need. Thank you. Anti-ice we don't need. Standby display. Ignition engine start. Done. Auto feather is not operational in Pierce. We don't have it. It doesn't work. Nor do these, so I don't think it's something we need to worry about. Mr. Moorcroft, does this mean you're flying? I've done that one. Gravity with tier 3, 11 months. Hey. Thank you for your support, Gravity, sir. You thought it might be in up. Well, it is indeed in up. Does anybody know in On Air when you have to turn the landing lights off and a turboprop? Is it when you go to standard pressure? Or is it above 10,000 feet in On Air? I've got a feeling it's 10,000 feet. It is. Right, okay. Right. We'll do that then. Right, landing lights, nav, strobes. Flaps. In takeoff position. Clear on the approach. Lovely sunrise.
Runway 27. Runway 27. 2,164 meters remaining.
That should be enough even for the Kingo, right?
Welcome to the Nut House.
Back on the torque a little bit. There we go. Power set.
Airborne time logged.
Gears coming up. I'm using the Stream Deck XL. Flaps coming up. Okay, that's a bit of a pitch. Dude, no. Holy smoke. Flight level change for the win. I guess I didn't fix that then. Oh, let's try V-speed then. Okay, autopilot, FMS, V-speed. Your damper should have been turned on, quite correct. Okay, I feel safer with V-speed. FLC's like Russian roulette, you're not joking. Sometimes it works like absolutely fine, and then other times it just goes completely bonkers. Just monitor what it's up to. Teddy Bear, thank you for 2 years, sir. Happy anniversary. Head tracking's track IR, Len. Is your auto feather in op? I don't know. We set it to be armed. Sorry, that was ignition. The auto feather is in op and the prop test is in op. All this stuff is in op. Hope your flight goes well, Mux. The flight sim has become very unstable for me. Yes, I've heard. I am a little bit concerned. Does your honeycomb yoke switches also change heading in increments of 10 degrees? My Thrustmaster Warthog did change heading in 1 degree on the stick thumb. It does at the moment still, yeah. Like if I put the heading bug on and I click it once to the left, actually if I scroll wheel left, it'll go in 10 degree units. If I click it left, it goes in 1 degree units. So you have to be aware of that. It's always been like that since I've used the honeycomb yoke. Inaccurate Marksman, 35 months, successfully hit the purple button for 3 years. For nearly I can't believe you've been on target for nearly 3 years. You're not that inaccurate, you know. You're going to have to change your name. You're going to have to change it to Fairly Accurate Marksman. OAT -3, and there is visible moisture up there, so we will have to turn that on when we get... You can't just arm that stuff, can you? The pitot heat is on. Surface single de-ice, brake de-ice. Okay, we should be good with that. Inertial separators on. So, okay. Engine anti-ice to this thing is the inertial separator. Interesting. Let me reconnect my Xbox controller and hope my sim doesn't crash. My sim crashed. Yay! I thought they'd fix that one. Give it a second. I don't know. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back. Hang on. Why are we freezing up completely? Where's the heating in this thing? Where's the heating? Store 1 pitot heat. All that stuff's on. Environment. Temperature I can't change. Can't change that stuff. Ice. Brake de-ice. Left, right. Okay, that's useful. So none of the heating controls work. So we can't do anything about that. Nice. Tony, 199. I made it to 9 months. Well, you got a Twitch baby now. You're up. Keep up the good work. You're at home recovering for the next 3 months. Going to be long, but I got it with your great content, dude. Get well soon, mate. To the right of the yoke. I did just do all that stuff. I put the ice on there. I don't know what recog is, but this is just lights anyway. Ice protection's here. Normal. Windshield anti-ice normal. Prop is in auto. Can't... Those are in op. That's in op. That's in the only position it can be in. They're on, that's in op. There you go. I've got everything on that I can. Yay, cleared it up. There we go. And the controller's working as well. We're approaching 10,000. Your Logitech panels are working without SPAD now. That's interesting. I haven't actually tried that stuff yet. Focus Z-Tech, another month of streaming joy. Hope to join in with the multiplayer tomorrow if it's happening. I'm kind of thinking about the multiplayer that we was going to go to carry on with Norway, but I'm kind of thinking we should try Japan. Given that Japan just had a big update. But I need to come up with a route around Japan. I reckon we can climb at 2,000. Right, we're above 10,000 feet, so landing lights going off. Hopefully it won't penalise us for that. You want a Stream Deck, but they're way too expensive. I'd say they're expensive. I don't think they're way too expensive. Like, for how useful they are, and the amounts of use you'll get out of them, they're pretty good value. But the initial hit is obviously quite high. Like, I don't feel like they're massively overpriced. Got a coffee. We're flying the Kinga. And we're flying 5 passengers in entirely the wrong direction. Like, if I was those 5 passengers, I'd be a bit annoyed right now. I'd be like, dude, we're flying in the wrong direction. You're like, yeah, but we're taking you to 3 other places first. You recommend flying it into Nagasaki as part of the flight group tomorrow? Why Nagasaki in particular? It does depend on what the airfields are like in Japan, though. I've got a feeling Japan being what it is, they may not have lots of little airfields that we can land in. I don't know. I don't know how big the GA stuff is in Japan. I have to choose a slightly lower altitude. Depends on this cloud. I don't want to be in that cloud. It's an airport on a little island like a carrier, and the airport got an overhaul. Okay, I'll have a look at Nagasaki, but like I say, it does depend on what's around it, really. Yeah, I mean, I can only look on Sky Vector, ED. We might have to go 17, depends. A Mount Fuji landing challenge. Does this thing have a standard pressure button? It says push to select. I don't know if that's going to do standard. what did you do last time to get things stable? I remember you saying something about C++. Yeah, the Microsoft Visual C++ runtime libraries, I reinstalled those because sometimes they can get a little bit messed up by other things. So you reinstall them, the latest version, and then I did a integrity check on Microsoft Flight Sim in the Windows Store. So you go into Windows Store, click on the app.
Through transition altitude.
No, that doesn't do what I thought. Oh well, rip. What was I going to say? Go into Windows Store, click on Microsoft Flight Sim, and then do repair. That's all I did. And that kind of stabilized things for me. Okay, so we're now flying at a remarkably weird altitude. Well, I was thinking that energy, yeah. Where's the actual... I think the barrel knob is up here, though, only, remember. So the only way to change the barrel on the Kinga is via this. Like that. But the problem is it doesn't change this one. And this one is what it's going to use from here. So I literally have... no way. Oh, it's actually done it itself. There you go. Just press the B key. Yeah, it's weird, the Kinga. You can change it here on the standby, but you can't change it here. But it looks like it's detected it itself. Right, so prop back to, what is it, 1500 RPM for cruise, I think. Should do it. I look a bit different from the last time you saw me. When was the last time you saw me? When you was 4. You look a bit different now. Yes, I do. You think there's a mod that affects the standby one on the PFD? Ah, that would be a useful mod, actually. Okay, let's just see where we are. So we've got 21 nautical to LFD. Need to kind of think about the inbound procedure. Actually, before we do that, we should probably have a look at the weather down there. Well, it's a very calm wind, but it's recommended runway 18, which suits me because that's more or less straight in. The game crashes when you have to plug in your control. Are they going to fix that? It doesn't crash for me, Tony, but it does sort of, you know, freeze for a while. Like I turned on my Xbox controller and it froze for like 10 seconds. Approach on, let's see. Let's do the RNAV 18 approach via Oscar Kilo Kilo. That would be most acceptable if we can do that. See if we can make that happen. RNAV 18. There you go, Oscar Kilo Kilo VOR, straight in. Cool, and then we'll have a look at the procedure later. See what altitude we need to be at. Mr. Blue Army, I am doing well, sir. Thank you for 61 months. I hope you're well. Is that engine audio okay? I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. The 350i mod is on the official forums if you search for Kingo 350 mod. Oh, nice. Mr. Chippy, can I be really lazy and ask you to dig me a link up for that and post it? Pretty please. It's fine. Good. Right. Because I might install that between this flight and the next one. In fact, we can have a look at it in cruise and see what's in it. It's a bit long. Let's see. The Kingo 350i mod, torque, exterior lights, standby barrel knob works for PFD, working autopilot, bank limiter, yaw damper on and AP on. I changed the density on torque to prevent the torque rising during climb. Torque should now be more stable and decreasing in higher altitudes and slightly increased during descent. The Wayama's better exterior lighting mod. Does anybody know what this is? That sounds like something for all planes. Does anybody know what that is? I have seen the glitched airport, yeah. Listen, that made it to CNN. I made the standby barrel knob working for the barrel in PFD. It no longer changes barrel on the standby, but that's worth it, I guess. Got the bank limiter for the autopilot to work. Bank angle if limiter is off, minus 26 degrees. If limiter on, 12 degrees. Okay. Plus the bank limiter automatically engages above 20,000 feet. Interesting. Mr. Benner, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to ED. Welcome back for 2 years, ED. Thank you, Benner. My South African with 74 months. Here's to the next 74. Jeez, man. Your damper now automatically engages when autopilot is switched on. Oh, that's cool. As in the 930, it only works with mouse clicks. If you're using keybinds and simply pressing auto... Oh, okay, right. So if I press the autopilot button here, it won't automatically engage your damper. If you speak German, you could visit my YouTube channel. Well, I don't, so I guess we're not doing that. Right, let's click on that. We value your privacy. Disagree. Manual download. You have to log in to download files. Let me see if it'll let me log in. Okay, I'm now logged in. Right, can I download it now, please? Manual. Downloads for non-premium members are capped at 2 megabytes per second. Okay. I can wait. You hate Nexus mods. I did click on download, but I guess I've got to click again because it really wants me to click on the other one. Right, 3.0 beta file. Uploaded 3rd of October. Which do we go for? Version 3 beta or version 2? Yeah, we'll go with the beta. Oh my god, it really wants me to go premium. No, I can wait. No, I'm not going to donate. Can I please have my 30 kilobyte file now? Thank you. Isn't there a GitHub page for the mod? I don't know, dude. If there is, Tell me about it.
Destination A was is 120.725.
Wait, you're giving me the AWAS already? That seems a bit early. Blinking miles away. Like literally miles away. Although we are quite high, so maybe I should start working out our descent path. Right, 1 second. Let's have a look at the procedure. See what's going on. Aqua Vitali has gifted 5 subs to the community. Wow, dude. Thank you very much, Aqua. If you was lucky enough to get one, give him a thank you, guys. It's very generous of you. I like that name, Aqua Vitali. It sounds sophisticated. RNAV 180 is what we went for, isn't it? RNAV 18 via OKK. So we need to be above 3,000 feet by this initial approach fix here. So I guess we'll go to 4,000 by OKK. That should get us there. So that's quite long enough to get down to 5,000 for OKK would be fine. I reckon we start descending on about 50 nautical miles at about 1,300 feet. And we go down to an initial altitude of 5,000. That should set us up. So yeah, looking for 50 on the distance. It's an AD&D spell. Ah, okay. Maybe I pronounced that wrong. Maybe it's not Vitali. Maybe it's like Vital. You know, there's more than one way of saying that name. But thank you for gifting 5 subs, sir. I'm giving you a lesson on reading a chart. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. You know, I don't know what you're saying. Right. I've left my control. Oh. You see, I really want to use my controller without the USB cable plugged in. Because with the USB cable plugged in, it stays on and doesn't disconnect. When it's wireless, it disconnects. And when it disconnects, Microsoft Flight Sim freezes. So now, as much as I want to turn it back on again, I'm not going to, just in case. So for now, I'll leave it turned off, and we'll just have to have that view. Although I think I may have mapped some keys. So we're not completely lost. There we go, see? Stream Deck for the win. It sounds like posh water celebrities trying to sell you on Instagram. What? As in, like, try a bottle of Aqua Vitali. Jeez, we've burned quite a bit of fuel, actually. That feels like more fuel than we should have burned by now, but hey-ho, what do I know? We can probably turn off some of this anti-ice as well. I guess that should be in normal anyway. We'll leave it as it is. Rad, but also sad. Thank you for subbing. We'll try and make you happy again. Your Xbox controller no longer controls the drone. Press the pause brake key and it still controls my plane. That's got to be a control mapping. Go into your controls for the drone and just make sure it's mapped still. Just cope with it. 44 months. Thank you, sir. Man, this thing can move. Look at that. That's down to 78 already. This was in the caravan. We'd have a long way to go. It's like 260 knot ground speed. This thing is slow to take off. It lands reasonably well. It's very slow to take off though, but once it's cruising, it shifts. How long until landing? About 17 minutes. Are you in a hurry? Or do you want to go and check in on a Fortnite stream and come back for the landing? Is that what it really is? You fly the King 200 in FSX. It's great when you need to do long distances. I bet it's great having an autopilot that works as well. Your FF is too high. Force feedback. Flight factor. Try lowering it to around 50 to 55. Just play with the torque. I was told that you should go for about 1500 on the prop, which is what I'm doing. I mean, oh, I hate it. Is that 65? Is that high? It's actually a Y food banana milkshake. Like if I come back on the prop, nothing much happens apparently. Come back on the torque, it's suddenly dropped down a massive amount. There you go, it's on 60 now. That's pretty weird. That seems overly sensitive, that fuel flow. Looks like milk. It is milk. Kind of. So we're saving 5 gallons fuel flow an hour, and we're doing 6 knots ground speed less. So Dave, what have you been up to? Because you've been quiet recently. That's always a sign that you've been up to stuff. Have you actually used your 3080 yet, Dave? Or did you get one of the broken ones? He's been busy shaving his beard. You gave it away, Dave. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Dave? That's just me breaking stuff. You gave it to one of the reviewers as he couldn't get one. You're such a nice guy, Dave. I think you should have sold it for £1,000. I can't let you do that, Dave. Or did you actually give him the broken one that overheats? It's got an alpha cool block on it. Wait, I thought you'd send it to a reviewer. You got your 3090 yesterday, you have to stir it for another 14 days. Why can't you fit it? You're waiting for a new PC or something. Yeah, altitude hold seems to be working okay for me, bizarrely. Is there any news on hiring subs in Honor? I really want to do it, but I'm really concerned about doing it, Aquavital. Have you applied or something? No, it's in... Oh, hang on. No. Don't do that. Don't do that mid-flight. Don't go into managed VA mid-flight. Never, ever, ever do that. I'll have a look at the list shortly. You'd sub just to get hired. Lol. I'm very concerned about Honor. Because I think if I don't rent any planes, I think we're okay. The problems can happen when the virtual airline, if it buys a plane or rents a plane and then allows other people to fly it, because if they do those jobs and don't do them for Squirrel basically pays all the rental fees on the plane and gets no money for it. So there's a massive hole in terms of abuse. You see, that's what I'm concerned about. Perron, don't worry about Nut Slammer purging you. We've got to tune the bot. For some reason, the bot seems to think that numbers are symbols. So you put 2021 and a comma, and it's like, ooh, symbols, man. It's being weird, dude. It's being very weird. We need to fix it. But if we don't get any planes in Squirrel, and maybe just create FBOs, people can fly for Squirrel and bring money into it and do the jobs for the FBO and bring money into it, but there's no like risk of people, you know, costing us an absolute ton of money effectively, which is what I am concerned about. It's all your for shouting. It's a new bot, Dave, so it needs... It's like a very eager puppy, you know. It needs to be tweaked a little bit. It needs to be trained. You ordered the wrong 3080. Uh-oh. You might have been better off just taking receipt of the wrong one, selling it, making a profit, and then buying the one you want. There's no permission system in Honor. It seems to be like normal people, staff, owner, and then there's a structure, I think, where you can distribute profits amongst the people in it. I think. I really don't know. I'm finding my feet with the whole thing. Like, a lot of people are still quite new to it, including myself.
Altitude. Nearest altimeter. 3.
Okay, let's get the local pressure. Neo, I believe it does, yeah. Could you not have that for a proving period? Once people have proven they're going to put the efforts in and then rent the plane under the understanding? Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to have to do it, Ghostbagger. I think it's going to have to be something like that. Like, after you've brought in a certain amount of money for Squirrel, then we'll put you on the roster to rent the planes kind of thing. Because we know you're going to, you know, the worst that can happen is you cost us money, and by the time we notice, all you've really done is spent the money that you brought in the first place. Or something like that. But what I'm saying is, yes, we have to be way more careful than FSE. Good morning, Beast Mode. Reputation. I don't know. I don't know. Do you mean the pilot's reputation or the company reputation? Here's the thing, Perron. There's a streamer called Dan Suzuki who does iRacing. I think he managed to bag 2 3090s. I think it was. I don't know why he needs 2 though. I know he needs 1 for his gaming PC. I don't know what the other one's for. One thing you would change is the honeycomb yoke panel. Have the labels be clear plastic so that the red backlight actually helps at night. You can change the brightness of that color, you know. You can make it brighter. I didn't even try and buy one, Perron. But I had a similar problem when I tried to buy the honeycomb throttle quadrants. I went to buy one. It said, I put it on my order list, got through to the checkout screen, and by the time I put in my credit card details, it went out of stock. Which is very frustrating. If the pilot gets penalized during the flight, will they transfer over and affect the reputation of the whole VA? I don't know, actually. I don't know how that works. I'm wondering, Lampenbauer, if the 3080 was the one that people were ordering, and people ordering 3090s got away with it because there was nowhere near as many people ordering. But I think he said, and you're from Germany, that in Germany there was plenty of stock, so you didn't really have an issue ordering. Your notifications stopped working to tell me Paul's live, and every time I checked, it was offline. More off the schedule. Like literally, when I'm not live, if you come here to twitch.tv/squirrel, you click on the about box, and there's literally a schedule right there. The schedule is always the best way. Or since you're a sub, join the Discord server, and people will basically tell you anyway. YouTube is down. Really? Nah. YouTube's never down. YouTube.com. Nope, YouTube's not down. YouTube is fine. YouTube's not down for me. Captain Flint, 55 months. Let's check how this works in the new interface. Was it to your liking, Captain Flint? Alright, passing 10,000 feet. Landing lights coming on. Local pressure set. Tom Brad, thank you for 28 months. I don't believe there's weather radar, but I've not really had a look. I don't think so. What's the route today? At the moment, that's the current flight plan. KFNT into KTYQ via the RNAV 18. Oh no, Reddit's down. So we need to be above 3,000 feet as we come into Sickley. To be fair, the last time I checked about you being online was when you was on holiday. The shareholders part of the VA doesn't work yet. Also, if a pilot uses a VA plane to do a VA job, then that uses a plane to do his company job. The VA will pay all the fees. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Mr. Renault. That's exactly what I said. Like, if the VA has a plane and it allows somebody in the VA to fly it, which you can do via a role assignment, you can say they're allowed to fly it. So at the moment, the only person allowed to fly this plane is me. If I was to take on your name in the VA and say you can fly that plane, you fly it, but you don't do a VA job, you do a personal job, the VA will pick up all the fees on the plane, which I think you can understand is open for abuse. Okay, we're leveling off OKK at 5,000 feet, which is all good. So after OKK, we want to get down to Sickley at 3,000. That's our initial approach. Fix, at which point we need to get ready for the descent. ETA, about 3 or 4 minutes, I think. Maybe 5. Sorry, no. To the runway, probably about 6 or 7 minutes. I don't know. Okay at the moment, Alessio. I have heard of plenty of issues, though. Firefighter, they brought that change in during the Corona stuff because a lot of people were watching. Netflix did the same, YouTube did the same. They default you to a lower resolution, and I don't think they ever set it back. They quite like having people running at lower resolutions because it means less bandwidth for them. I know, right? The most impatient chat ever. When are we landing? When are we landing? Are we nearly there yet? I want an ice cream. I need a wee. Ah, Dave. Lol. Oh man, I hate this hitbox thing. You go to click on the heading bug here, and the hitbox for this panel is like underneath that panel there. So you end up clicking through and bringing up the GPS screen. It's really annoying. The fuel burn seems way off, I agree. It looks like we're going to be relying on the community to fix things. You've got Hannah on you now, Dave. Right, what's the airport elevation? 922 feet. Okay. I never even started it, Energizer the Duck. It's still in the box over there. I bought it and then Microsoft Flight Sim came out. Kind of changed the plans a little bit. I think Lol Socky finished his, but then he's not a streamer, so he's got more time. Oh yeah, you're an office worker. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Do you not work from home now? You ordered it 2 months ago and it arrived last week. What?